I don't know how to start this. Lately I've been realizing something about myself. I feel like I'm changing, but my life really hasn't caught up yet, if that makes sense. It's kind of a weird place to be because you're not really who you used to be, but you're also not who you're fully becoming yet. And I don't think a lot of people actually talk about this. They kind of just show the results. And I feel like I'm becoming more self aware of how I'm living, how I'm spending my life, how I'm spending my time, and more self aware of how I really want my life to look. And it may sound nice, the only thing is that once you're fully aware and once that awareness hits, it's kind of hard to turn it off. For example, things that used to feel normal now feel really, really uncomfortable and shitty. Back when I didn't really care about my life or wanted to improve my life, I wouldn't mind and it would feel normal to waste my whole days. To waste my days. Wasting whole entire days playing video games or just absolutely doing nothing, sitting on a couch, not trying to improve or push myself in any single way possible. Or on my phone scrolling for hours, again, not caring about all the brain rot that I would consume. And the worst one was back then, it would feel normal to just move without direction, move without purpose, or move without purpose, do things without caring what the end result was. Just living day by day, trying to get the day over with. And now, those things feel absolutely complete shitty. And I wouldn't say I have life figured out because I don't. I really don't. But I don't want to go back to the days where I lived unconsciously anymore. But I'm going to be honest. This in-between phase that I'm in is very uncomfortable. Because on one side, I see the potential in my life. But on the other side, I'm not there yet. I have not fulfilled my true potential yet. So I have days where some days feel inspiring, and then the other days feel super uncertain. And then when those days are uncertain, that's when the fear of maybe I'm not meant for this, maybe I won't have this, comes in play, and then it's the worst feeling ever. And one thing that no one really warns you about is that growth can feel super lonely. You start thinking differently, and in doing so, then you become more protective of your time. And the worst and the best one of all is that your standards rise. And sometimes it feels like you don't even relate to the old version of your life anymore. It literally almost feels as if you're seeing yourself walk away and say goodbye to yourself. Even just watching videos of when I first started this channel, like the old videos, like that doesn't even feel like me anymore. My standards now are higher than the person who was back then. And the excuses that I made back then, it kind of makes me cringe. Like, damn, like that guy was pathetic. That guy was a loser. And it wasn't even that long ago. It was probably like about 2 years ago. And the standards are so high now that I even shit on myself. Like, that was 3 years ago, but have you even gotten that far? Have you made any progress? I think to myself, like, am I really doing enough? Am I doing the best I could? And honestly, I think that when you notice the things that you're capable of, average kind of stops feeling safe. Like, you don't want that anymore. And it's not because you think that you're better than anyone, but because you know you'll be lying to yourself if you settled for less. I'm still in the middle of building my life. I'm 26 years old. You know, contrary belief to what social media puts out there of these 26-year-olds buying Bugattis, buying mansions. Well, I'm 26 and I'm still in the middle of my life. I'm still growing and I'm still learning as the days go by. But one thing I honestly know for sure is that I can't go back to living on autopilot. I can't go back to thinking that it's okay to waste my whole days without doing anything productive, anything that's going to push me to improve myself. And that's honestly one of the reasons why I even stopped and recorded this video, because for a split second I kind of caught myself like, bro, what are you doing? You should be recording right now. You should be doing something for yourself. You should be putting out content. You should be reading. You should do something that improves yourself and helps you push yourself ahead. And if you're in that in-between phase too, just know you're not crazy, because half the time I feel crazy. I feel like I'm losing my mind half the time with all these thoughts, all these standards that I try to push on myself. Like, all these things that I criticize myself about. Like, I feel like I'm crazy half the time, but you're not crazy. We're all just growing and trying to do better for ourselves and not settling with low standards and wasting our days and not trying to improve ourselves. And I honestly just felt like picking up the camera and recording how I feel, because I feel like there's a lot of people out there that may or may not feel the same, where they realize that they want a better life for themselves. They want to help themselves with a better relationship, with a better finances, with overall a better life, and your standards are going higher and higher and higher, and you're adding more pressure to yourself, more pressure to your life, more weight on your back, and you're growing, but you don't feel like you're growing, but you do see that you're growing, but then you're not there yet, and it's like a whole bunch of just, it's a lot. Basically, I'm trying to get at. So wanted to express that. And again, if you're in that too, well, let's keep growing, no matter how much pressure, no matter how much stress we add on to ourselves, because we both know that that's part of life, and the only way that we can get here is by doing all of that. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.